Hi, this is Mr Wharam. Welcome to Geography. Now, when I was 14, my teacher said to me, Wharam, what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do for a living? Because that will help inform what GCSE subject you're going to take. And I said, well, I really don't know. And he said, okay, in that case, you need to think about doing courses which will open doors for you in the future with transferable skills and knowledge that your future college or employer will find useful one day. I recommend GCSE Geography for that. It's really useful because so much of the course is new and fresh every single year. It's always changing. So every year that I do this and I stand at the front of my classroom, I'm always teaching something slightly different, something slightly new that's never been tried before, because the world is always changing. And this course is about the world now, today, preparing you for stepping onto the next leg of your journey, age 16. There are three elements to the course. There's paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Paper 1 is focused on mainly physical geography, I guess you could call it. Topics like tectonic hazards, weather hazards, and climate change. A very hot topic, no pun intended. See what I did there? Section 2 of paper 1 is more about the living world, and we'll be looking at ecosystems. Tropical rainforests and hot deserts are our two chosen ecosystems. Huge ecosystems that do impact our life right here in Herefordshire. And the third topic on paper 1 is called physical landscapes in the UK. So never mind what's happening elsewhere in the world, we're going to get to grips with what's happening right here in our country, what's on our doorstep. And we're going to be looking in particular at river landscapes. And goodness knows we're affected by the flooding right here from time to time. Where's all this coming from? Why does it seem so bad these days? What are we going to do about it? And we'll also look at coastal landscapes in the UK. Kind of important, we're a little island, it seems to be shrinking every year. We'd better learn something about that. Paper 2 is called Challenges in the Human Environment. And there are three sections again. The first one is called Urban Issues and Challenges. And we'll be looking at urbanisation as a process, a few case studies. We'll be looking at UK cities and sustainable urban living. More about that in a minute. Second topic is called The Changing Economic World. The economic world is always changing. It never stands still. What's happening today will be different when you finish the course in 2 years and when you finish education 2 or maybe 6 years after that. This course will help you prepare for whatever those changes might be. We'll be looking at development issues, a few case studies within that. And section C, the third part of paper 2, is called The Challenge of Resource Management. And we'll be looking at the global distribution of these resources that we all need and people's access to them, and how even now, in this day and age, access to them seems to vary depending where you happen to be on planet Earth. And we'll be talking about energy, water, and certainly one of my favourite topics, food. Paper 3 is interesting again. This paper involves a bit of field work. Yeah, we're going to get out and about, do a bit of exploring and testing a few geographical theories outdoors. In a nutshell, there's your GCSE Geography course, and I'm convinced you'll find it as interesting as I do. One of the many things I love about this course is just how rooted in our local community much of the content is. So you can see behind me right now, there is Leominster's Enterprise Park in the distance, the industrial estate and the fields of rural Herefordshire stretching off into the distance. How did the Enterprise Park get there? Whose decision was it? What were they trying to improve about life in this community? You're going to learn these skills and these theories because all of this is there deliberately. None of it got there by accident. But how? Well, we're going to find out. Part of your work as a student of GCSE Geography is learning a bit about ecosystems around us. Here I am down in the EMC conservation area, surrounded by snow on the ground and a large owl carved out of a tree. Ecosystems come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and a big part of the GCSE course is looking at ecosystems on different scales around the world, from the huge to the tiny, such as a small pond. Here's the EMC pond, which looks a bit frozen to me, and the decking is under the water. Well, there's been a lot of rain this time of year, but these things do vary across the year, we know that. Why do they vary? What's affecting the climate? Why is it that our pond, half the year, is completely dried up, and at other times of the year it's in flood? Can't we strike a happy medium anymore? There are reasons for this. and you'll learn all about it on the course. Somebody told me that if you throw a little stick on the ice of a pond, it bounces off. I'm going to try it. We'll be doing a fair bit of work looking at sustainable futures in geography. This is the EMC Garden, and we grow tons of fruit and vegetables here every year. Look at the size of it, it's huge! Welcome to the studios of EMC Student Radio, and down here we're working on something new which I hope maybe some of you will get involved in while you're studying GCSE Geography. We're doing a new EMC Geography Podcast, sharing all of the latest news and developments about the world of geography around us. It's always up to date, it's always new, there's always something happening around planet Earth concerning either the natural world or our own human impact upon that world. And in here, we're going to be broadcasting to the whole college population, keeping everybody up to date with what's happening.